I am Coach Roman Mironov, and it's my pleasure to thank you for joining our program. I respect you for your willingness to conquer porn and/or masturbation. You want to be in charge of your life, so you're taking action and taking it now. I appreciate your resolve. In fact, you've already made the most important step. You've made the decision to be free from PMO and strong and confident and a happier person. Welcome to your new identity. Since the decision is already made, you can concentrate all your energy on implementing it. You don't need to worry whether you should do it or not, whether it's good for you or not, whether your mom will be proud of you or not. That's out of the way now. With that clarity, plus consistency, going will get easier every day. I did a bungee jump a few years ago, and I was scheduled to jump in the late afternoon, and I kept worrying about it all day. Finally, I went up there and stood on the platform. Making that decision to jump off the platform was one of the most difficult in my life. But after that, it was all flying, exhilaration, and freedom. Whoa! The same thing for you. Your decision is the most difficult part in our recovery process. And you already made it. Let's fly. Let's soar. That's what you're destined to do in life. As a result, you'll be happier. You'll tap more of your intrinsic potential. Your confidence will skyrocket. I honor you for making that decision. With that said, I'll see you in the next lesson. Welcome to this next lesson. It's good to see you. Before we dive deep into our program, let me share my story with you. When I was about 8 years old, I found a magazine with pictures of naked women and fantasized over them. I also noticed that leaning on objects with my penis gave me a special kind of pleasure. And I was in for a lot of trouble. One day, my friend found a VHS tape with porn that his parents had. So he invited me and other guys over to watch it. That thing blew my mind. And later, around 12, I discovered I could masturbate with my own hand. What a discovery! Go discover something useful. So, this is when porn entered my life. And it was there to stay for the next 20 years. I was already shy at that point, especially around girls. I felt embarrassed about talking to them, not knowing how my parents would react. Weird. I know. No, Mom. I don't talk to girls. It's so hard to pretend I'm 12 when I'm actually 39. Porn made my shyness even worse. I felt shameful and had to hide it. I felt something was wrong with me. As a result, I missed 5 years of dating. 5 years, from 16 to 21. I just wasn't dating anyone. I got my first girlfriend only at 21. I was so happy that at that point, I stopped watching porn for about 2 years. But when we were about 2 years into the relationship, I started watching it again. At that point, we had tension in the relationship, which gave me a quote-unquote excuse to escape reality. Anyhow, we got married soon, and I managed to stay away from porn for another year. At 27, however, I hit a low point in my life because my dog had died tragically. I developed a serious addiction to jerking off because it gave me a quick escape from depression. But
In the end, it was instant gratification. Felt good, but never lasted. And it made me feel even more depressed because on top of depression, I started to feel shame and guilt. Plus, I hated the feeling of lacking self-discipline and wasting my time and energy. Enough! Enough. So, when I was 32, I said enough and went porn free. I've been doing it for almost 7 years so far. And I had 2 short relapses that confirmed that this is the right thing for me. Here are some of the benefits. I enjoy real sex rather than watching naked people have fake sex online. Porn no longer holds me back from tapping my full potential. I don't hurt my girlfriend by watching porn behind her back. I am more confident. I harness the energy and motivation that I would otherwise waste by jerking off. I feel in control of my life, enjoying the conscious choice of right living. Do you want this for yourself? Yes, and you are on the right path. Let's keep going. Thank you. I will see you in the next video. Welcome to this next lesson. You're doing great on our journey. One of my clients wanted to stop PMO because he expected superpowers. That was his single most motivating factor. He expected a breakthrough in life with those superpowers. Should I be the Superman or Batman? And that sort of motivation worked for him. He did 4 months of NoFap hard mode. That one factor kept him going. The one thing that will keep you going is also your motivation. You don't even need discipline. It's a myth. You just need to recognize that one thing that you value more than PMO. So, what is that? Let's look at some of the common reasons that make people want to quit porn. I waste time and potential. Look, life is short. Suppose you spend 30 minutes a day on porn. 365 days per year multiplied by 30 minutes is 182.5 hours per year. And let's say your average time awake each day is 16 hours. 182.5 divided by 16 is 11.4 days. That's more than 11 days wasted on porn each year. You just don't want to give your life away like that. 11 days? Really? To hell with porn! Another reason, I feel powerless over porn. When you have an urge to watch it, that's your lower self taking over. And you don't want to succumb because the lower self is not who you are. You know, that can get you addicted to some extreme porn. And that can lead you to going down some dark alleys, such as prostitutes. So, you want to feel in control of your life again. Give my life back. Another reason, I feel self-disgust after watching porn. You feel self-disgust, shame, or regret after relapsing. That's your heart, your built-in moral compass telling you there is something wrong with PMO. Perhaps you realize that the porn industry takes advantage of young girls who don't know better. Or maybe you hate the feeling of not having the discipline. Whatever it is, you know you've betrayed the best version of yourself. Another reason, I am numb to sexual experiences. Porn rewires your brain to crave the image, not the actual sexual experience. It also gives you infinite variety compared to real-life sex. The next thing you know, you prefer watching some naked girls online to having sex with your girlfriend. I used to love sex, but now I love porn. Another reason, I lie to my girlfriend. Your girlfriend or wife will be devastated if she finds out about your porn. And you'll feel like trash because you hurt the person you care the most about. You want to stop doing PMO behind her back. Please forgive me. Another reason, it affects my thinking negatively. You feel brain fog. You feel less confident in conversations. Your productivity goes down because you can't focus. You realize that you don't enjoy things as you used to. So, what's your single most motivating factor? I want you to define it now. With that said, I will see you in the next lesson.
It is my pleasure to see you in this next session. I love that you keep going. I already mentioned a client who wanted to stop PMO because he wanted superpowers. And he did over 4 months of NoFap hard mode. It's a good motivating factor and it worked for him. Still, I also want you to have realistic expectations about the benefits. And to do that, let me build a case for these benefits with some clinical evidence. Some of this data is focused on masturbation, but we know that porn and masturbation come hand in hand. Pardon the pun. The first study, masturbation doesn't deal with the root issue. A researcher described 5 cases where changes in the parents' behavior led to masturbation in the kids. But restoring affectionate tactile contact by the parents stopped masturbation. So, escaping problems with masturbation is ineffective, but solving them is. Where's that root issue? Another study, masturbation might exacerbate psychiatric disorders. The researchers studied children with psychiatric disorders who masturbated. They found that masturbation might lead to a sex crime in adulthood. Clearly, porn plays a huge role in it. The more you watch it, the more violent and intense porn you want because you are insatiable. The next thing you know, you might do something immoral or illegal. Oops. Next study. Fewer ejaculations means more testosterone. In a study, healthy men masturbated after not having sex for 3 weeks. The researchers found that abstinence from orgasm increased testosterone, which means more motivation and overall happiness with life. Next study. Having sex is healthier. In another study, the researchers found that semen content is better during sex compared to masturbation. The parameters of the semen collected during sex significantly improve. That's the type of semen they recommend to use for artificial insemination. So, sex is healthier, huh? I never thought about that. Another study. Masturbation is very addictive. One report shows that a male fetus was spotted masturbating on ultrasound. Masturbation is so addictive that even unborn children masturbate. It might be as addictive as hardcore drugs. That's a good reason to avoid PMO. Well, maybe I masturbated while still in my mother, but at least I didn't watch porn. Do you feel more motivated now with all this science? Moving along to our next lesson.
Welcome to this next lesson. In his book, Game Changers, Dave Asprey talks about his experiment with semen retention. He went 30 days without porn or ejaculation. As a result, he started to enjoy sex more and increased overall happiness with life. And he also got more attention from women. His sex drive became so strong that women responded to it. Have you seen that? That girl just came up to me and asked for my number. As for myself, I also noticed that after 30 days without porn, I didn't have brain fog. Without porn constantly on my mind, I was able to be free from this distraction. I was able to focus better and be more productive. Porn? No. Masturbation? No. With that said, here's what we're going to do. We're going 30 days without porn or masturbation. That's how long porn reboot takes on average. Yes, with the right strategy that we'll discuss later, you will stop watching pornography within 30 days. Do it consistently for a month and you will feel differently. Things will start changing in your brain quickly. You are not hardwiring in that unhealthy pattern anymore. You're hardwiring in a new healthy pattern instead. Your dopamine receptors upregulate. That means that your overall happiness with life goes up. You feel proud about living a good life. That's how you rewire your brain to quit porn once and for all. So, commit to 30 days starting now. I officially and solemnly commit to 30 days of no porn or masturbation. And get ready to meet your new self. Thank you. I'll see you in the next lesson. You made it to this new lesson. Congratulations. I had a client who was 47 years old and had been watching porn for over 36 years. 36 years of programming himself with the PMO virus almost daily. That's a lot of programming. That mind virus settled in very deeply. We started by creating a completely new identity for him, one that was free from PMO. We even gave a name to that new self. Fabulous. This was a new vision of himself. And he wanted to stay consistent with it. That's how he was able to stop watching porn and make it to 80 plus days of semen retention. With that said, changing your identity is key to porn recovery. You programmed yourself to see yourself as someone who needs PMO to survive. I need porn to survive. Wait, what? And the problem is that our mind clings to our current identity strongly. It wants to be consistent with it. So what you need to do is to create a new identity and install that new identity into your mind, replacing the old one. Let the new identity settle in, and then you'll want to stay consistent with it automatically and effortlessly. And the old one will go away. There's the door. With that said, you need to change what you believe about porn and masturbation. Now you believe that this habit brings you pure pleasure. Instead, start thinking about the pain that comes with it. Here's how I did it. I identified an old belief. PMO makes me feel great whenever I feel depressed or bored. Oh yeah, sounds too good to be true. So, I came up with these replacement beliefs. The raw, carnal pleasure that I get from porn is really short-lasting. Something I have to hide from others. Can't be good for me. I develop erectile dysfunction. Porn makes sex look so perfect that I don't get aroused by real-life sex. John, I'm waiting for you in the bed. John, when I'm free from it, I will have more time and energy for the things that I enjoy. That's my example. Now find new beliefs that make sense to you and write them down. You can use mine as a good start for brainstorming. Perfect. That's your new identity. Give yourself a big hand. Now, let's install it. Moving along to the next lesson. I'll see you there. Welcome to this next lesson. I honor you for your commitment. I work with one of my clients to help him carve out a new identity for himself. And he wrote down all the empowering beliefs about himself, such as porn is a free dopamine fix that is anything but free. This was a new vision of himself, and he wanted to stay consistent with it. So he programmed that new vision in with affirmations and visualization. By doing that every day without fail, he was able to stop watching porn and go to 80 plus days of no PMO. What are your empowering beliefs about conquering porn? What's your single most motivating factor? Let's use them. Starting with a mission statement. It's a statement of what you are at your core and why you're stopping PMO. It will help you change your beliefs about yourself. I'm better than that. Now you believe that you are a person who needs porn to survive. You use it as a coping mechanism for unhappiness, boredom, or loneliness. But this is a belief that is not serving you at all. In fact, it's holding you back. A mission statement rewires your brain to install a new belief that propels you forward instead. It has two parts to it. The first one is your big why, your single most motivating factor. The second one is saying that you are porn-free or masturbation-free. Here are good examples. I will not go back to PMO because I love my increased energy, mental clarity, and joy for life. In order to get the hottest women possible, be kind to my body, and maintain my energy, I choose not to jerk off. I am free from jerking off because I want more respect, mental clarity, and success in life. Success means more testosterone. Make sure that your mission statement is positive and present tense, like it's already happening. Keep saying it to yourself throughout the day. Set up reminders on your phone or computer to remind you of stating it. Plus, keep it in front of you all the time. Print it out and put it on your computer. Put it in your car, your bathroom, your kitchen. The more places you put it in, the faster your reboot will be. This is a reminder to state your mission statement. Oh, yeah. Here's my mission statement. To complement the mission statement, you need to create several affirmations. These are powerful statements that say who you are as a result of porn recovery. Here are a few examples. I am porn-free and I rechannel conserved time and energy to serve my clients better. I am an engaged father and husband thanks to being porn-free. I focus on contribution instead of selfish thoughts of self-pleasure. By affirming them, you give yourself yet another avenue to reinforce the new identity. Repeat your affirmations first thing in the morning and at bedtime. Take each affirmation and read it out loud for at least 1 minute. ideally in front of a mirror. Be energetic and smiling, because saying the affirmations with positive emotions programs our mind even faster. For example, for me, the best time to do affirmations is in a sauna, because I feel ecstatic there. Whatever I say to myself in that peak state gets associated with the pleasure that I feel. And this creates a stronger neuro association in my mind. I am porn-free because I want mental clarity. I am porn-free because I want mental clarity. Another tool that we're going to use to build the new identity is visualization. The best time to do it is together with the affirmations, first thing in the morning and at bedtime. In your mind's eye, see yourself as porn-free and enjoying the benefits, feeling in control of your life, honoring integrity rather than good moods, a great intimate relationship, having more time and more energy for hobbies and work. I see it. I see it! Last but not least, you need to go on a mental diet. Keep reading or watching NoFap materials to reinforce the new beliefs. Watch YouTube videos. Use hashtags such as NoFap, porn-free, or NoPMO. Check out Reddit, including the subreddits porn-free and NoFap. Read my blog at romanmirnow.com. This mental diet reminds you why it is important to you. Well done. I will see you in the next lesson. Welcome to a new lesson, new life, and new opportunities. Let me tell you a story of a client who made it to 100 days on NoFap. He loves watching this TV show, The Mandalorian. But the only time that he's watching it now is when he has an urge. And he's watching just 10 minutes of it. That's his new habit in place of the old PMO habit. Why is he doing that? If I want to watch porn, I just watch it. Well, he wants to improve his life. Oh. When you are breaking free from porn, it's difficult to just drop it. If you drop it, your brain will literally feel a void, like something's missing. And that will make you crave porn even more than you used to. Instead, you want to give a new habit to your subconscious. With my client, this new habit, The Mandalorian, makes it easier for his brain to cope with the loss of porn and jerking off. Also, note the pleasure that he associates with the new habit. He denies himself the pleasure of watching The Mandalorian at any other time. He builds anticipation and looks forward to actually watching the show rather than porn. Porn? No. This is key with any replacement habit. The more you deny this same pleasure at other times, the more you magnify the pleasure of the replacement habit. And the more anticipation you build. And that anticipation will replace any anticipation of porn. Who needs porn? Give me my TV show. What's happening on it? Also, the new habit must be positive and sustainable. Replacing porn with The Mandalorian works, but with something like vaping, not really. Here's a list of possible replacement habits. Watching videos or listening to podcasts that you don't consume at other times. Reading books, talking to your loved ones, doing a hobby, playing a video game, especially Tetris or Candy Crush Saga. My coach made me play Candy Crush Saga. Weird, I know. Oh, anyway. Wanna watch some porn? No. No! No! Taking a walk, spending time on social media, learning something new, such as a quick life hack, tapping to let go of an urge. Meditation. There you go. With the new habit in place, you'll make porn reboot easier. That's all for this lesson. Thank you. I will see you in the next one. Welcome to this next lesson. I am excited to see you here, and it's going to be fun. One of my clients, Jake, likes to shop online. He loves buying clothes for himself because he likes to go out a lot. Plus, he loves to improve his apartment with beautiful things. So, Jake was going through Porn Reboot with me and made a commitment. He wants to shop on Sunday only, as long as he's stuck with the new habit during the week. For Jake, that habit was playing an online game instead of watching porn or jerking off. That's how he reinforced the new habit in a positive way. Let's watch some naked girls online. Yes! What a brilliant idea! Actually, no. I'd rather enjoy my reward on Sunday. You are going to do the same. Resist urges with the new habit and reward yourself for it. A reward can be distant, like in Jake's case, or it can be instant. Another client of mine reads an article online right after resisting an urge. Here are a few ideas for rewards. Take a quick nap or meditate. Get a massage. Buy clothes or anything that you've built anticipation for. Drive around for an hour or two if you enjoy it. Take a weekend trip to an amusement park. Go on a weekend retreat. Go to a sauna. Take your kid or nephew on a full day out to do whatever they like. Order a subscription box. Do something adventurous that you always wanted, like bungee jumping. Whoa! Now that you have pleasure associated with the new positive habit, you will install it faster. And porn is already becoming a thing of the past. With that said, it's time for our next lesson. I will see you there. Keep going. You're doing very well. Welcome to this new lesson. You made it this far in the program. I love your progress. When we designed a porn reboot program with one of my clients, Fabio, I told him that he needed to punish himself for relapses. And he was like, punish? I don't want to punish myself. So I had to convince him how important it was. And then he committed to it. And he was lucky enough to relapse just once. Right after that relapse, he applied the punishment. He got up from his couch immediately and went to the kitchen. And he cooked pasta. And then Fabio gave it to a colleague whom he disliked. That was something he didn't enjoy. So the next time, He didn't want to relapse. That's how we're going to rewire your brain to hate the old habit. We both don't want you to relapse. But let's face it, you might. And we're going to use each relapse as an opportunity to teach your brain to dislike porn. Every time you relapse, you get a negative consequence. So your brain starts to associate pain with relapses rather than pleasure. Porn? No. Please, no. The next thing you know, you won't want to relapse miraculously. Note that ideally something good must come out of your punishment. This makes it even more effective. Let's look at some of the ideas for punishment. Donate money to a cause that you don't support. Cook something for someone who you don't like. Just like Fabio did. Do the dishes and clean the kitchen. Give up coffee for 30 days and donate some coffee to a donation bin at your local grocery store. Give up TV for 30 days. Use a non-smartphone for 30 days. Shave each day. Now, here's the most important thing in your porn reboot process. You need to exercise the discipline to actually apply the punishment. As your coach, I'm your biggest supporter, but I can't run your laps for you. First, you need the discipline to do the new habit. Second, you need to exercise discipline to apply pleasure for sticking to the new habit and pain for relapsing. Unless you do it, nothing works. With that said, thank you for your time and energy in this lesson. I will see you in the next one. Welcome to this next lesson. Back in fall 2017, I felt a little bit stagnant. Generally, things were just too good in my life. My business was doing well. I also landed a girlfriend who I had tried to get together with before, but unsuccessfully. And I realized I didn't have enough challenge in my life. So I pushed myself out of my comfort zone by learning to ride a motorcycle. This new challenge made a huge difference. I felt energized by it. It also took up a lot of headspace and didn't leave any room for the feelings of boredom or stagnation. And when I passed the traffic rules test and the road test, I felt fantastic. This is exactly what we're going to do with your porn reboot. We will find a new challenge for you to focus on. You conserve tons of sexual energy when you stop watching porn. That's good news. The bad news is that unless you rechannel it, it will accumulate and will likely lead you back to PMO. So, you can create a positive outlet for that energy. What I call a new challenge. You transmute this energy into this challenge. The main benefit is that rechanneling this energy will create great results because this energy is so powerful. It's actually the driving force of evolution. So it's probably the most powerful force on Earth. Isn't it gravity or something like that? Plus, there are side benefits. A new challenge helps you move your attention from porn onto something else. You focus on it and get excited. So there is little headspace left for porn. You also need challenges as a man. Men thrive when they push themselves out of their comfort zone.
and have a purpose. That builds up testosterone. Also, you already feel good about yourself because you're recovering from PMO. And when you see progress with the new challenge, you start to feel even better about yourself.
That's a boring joke. Stop doing it.
That feeling of success will build up your testosterone even more. Here are some ideas for a new challenge. Get active in dating. Start a new sidekick job, or even a new career altogether. Learn a new skill. Train for a half marathon. Pick up a new hobby, or start a massive project related to an existing hobby. Do renovation in your home. Help others in a big way, like helping a friend to renovate their home. Go on a long hike and live in a tent. Go on an adventurous trip to a place like Africa. Go to a dangerous neighborhood in your city. Make sure to stay safe though. So, create that challenge for yourself right now. Transmute the sexual energy and create a virtuous cycle of testosterone. You save it, you rechannel it, you get success, and then you get even more testosterone. Do it today and be my hero. Thank you for going through this lesson with me.